Hi, I'm Andrea Lancaster, also known as Andrea Lancaster as Alchemy on Facebook, Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. And here on YouTube. Okay, so now since the eclipse, it's certainly been a rough ride. it's There's a lot of crazy shit going on. This is true. So yeah, it's a bit mental, isn't it, really? But remember to stay clear from it. Stay clear from all of that. Don't get dragged into any of that. Stay on your mission and on your path and your path of happiness. That's the main thing. Um, yeah. Right, so I want to hear what Spirit's got to say about the rest of this week up until next Tuesday. So they're talking about if you were an aeroplane or a spaceship or something, make sure you're flying at a certain altitude. So make sure your energy is vibrating at a certain wavelength, so your energy is higher rather than lower. Because if it's lower, you will be affected more by the Earth, the pole shifts that are happening. You will be affected by more negative energies, which you don't want to be, uh, because those energies percolate there. The higher vibrational energies are percolating there. For instance, I mean, it's not necessarily the case, but you know what I mean. Are you getting where I'm being? So make sure you do everything from the heart. Make sure that you are sincere about everything, and honestly, try and avoid arguments and confrontations. It's not easy, and even I haven't been able to avoid them all. So, because, and I'll say it again, it's imperative now that we get rid of the people in our lives, the situations in our lives, the whatever in our lives that are vibrating at a lower rate, that are not in resonance with us, are not in the right frequency for us. So we really do need to move forward, because if somebody is being negative towards you, or bad mouthing you or whatever, or just being generally nasty, horrible, uncooperative when you are trying your best, or just trying to be you and, not offend or upset anybody, sort of thing, and they're still trying to do that, they're deliberately trying to affect your energy. So it is needed now that you step away from that energy and make it clear you will not put up with that kind of energy. It's very important, because that's why things are looking really bumpy at the minute, in everybody's, not everybody's, but a lot of people's personal situations, whether that's your career, whether that's your relationships or something else. If it's not right anymore for you, that energy of the universe, of the omnipotent being, whatever you want to call it, will be knocking at your door and trying to force changes for the better for you, so that you can move to the next vibrational energy, free of anything that's trying to entangle you and keep you down. Free yourself from those shackles and move forward. This is what Spirit's wanting to say. Concentrate on that. Don't ignore these signs, because it's to your detriment if you do. You don't have to put up with members of the family who are being horrible. You don't have to put up with members of, your work. If you're not happy, you can either try and move sideways out of, maybe if it's a group you work with, or try and get a new job. And I know that's easier said than done, but if you show that you want to move out of that energy, the universe will help you, because you are in turn acknowledging to the universe, yes, you do need to get out of that energy, and you're not prepared to sit in that energy anymore. Some people, it's going to take a little bit longer because of whatever is going on around that. You know, some people can't just pack their bag and go, or just can't, you know, oh well, I'm opting out of this. Some circumstances say you can't do that. Well, you could, but do you know what I mean? So I understand that as well. But now is the opportunity to say to the universe, I understand this, I see this, I'm moving forward, I'm making plans, my plans, I'm manifesting, I'm moving towards the right place where I need to be, and I'm leaving behind those who no longer resonate with me, or that frequency. And yes, some might say, well, why are we going into who resonates and who doesn't when it's all an experience? Yes, it is, but it's pretty hard at the minute to be experiencing things that aren't pleasant or nice and that keep knocking you back. So yeah. So that's what you need to be aware of this week. You know, we've now gone from an eclipse, which was a big push button moment for the change of energies. We're now moving towards the full moon. So you may feel this push-pull energy, but you may feel like, oh God, the energy's really, really, really pushing things. Yes, but it's got your back. It has your back. Okay, let's see. What do the cards say for the rest of the week? So, we have the Emperor, which is a major arcana card. We have the Five of Swords and the Six of Cups. So, the Emperor is about being in charge of everything around you. Sometimes it can be annoying, people who think they know everything and they're in charge. So this is a two-way card. This means two things. This means be aware of people who think they can control you and think it's their right, and also take charge of your life so that you're not continually going round and round with these arguments, because it's like you're sick of the arguments, you're sick of the disagreements, you're sick of whatever it is that keeps coming round. It doesn't go away, and that's the universe saying, move out of this, get out of this energy, make arrangements to move forward, do your best now, we will help. If you have to kind of distance yourself from certain people, you might, that's what you're looking towards, that's what you may have to do, or situations or whatever. If that's what you need to do, do it. And yeah, it might be a longer process, it might not be an overnight process, but at least you're showing the universe you're doing it. Also, you may find that people from the past start to come back in. But it also indicates that people start to show their old behaviour again, because you are really seeing the truths now of people. They can't hide behind a mask anymore of pretending to be one thing and they've changed when they haven't. Their mask slips. And am I perfect? No, nobody's perfect. So, you know, of course we all have to look at ourselves and what we can do as well, you know, to change for the better, to, you know, yes, of course we do. We have to self-examine ourselves and look at how we can change. But the mask is slipping on people who are pretending they've changed when they haven't. You are going to see blatantly obvious they've been playing you, and it isn't the truth. They haven't changed at all. or they still think in a certain way when they're saying they don't. So unfortunately, that is when you have to make the decision to move away from things, whether it be work, or you might know that your situation in work, nothing's changing now, you're bored, you need to move on, so you know you need to make the change. Relationships may have gone as far as they can. Friendships may have gone as far as they can. Do you see what I mean? You may have studied a subject as far as you can, and now it's time to look for the next really interesting thing to study. It's all about seeing the truth. The truth of things are being shown to you. Don't ignore it. It's not going away. And this is where you start to work and study, learn something new. It's an apprenticeship. It's an apprenticeship. We are in an apprenticeship of life, aren't we? That's where we are. But this is also learning your lessons, not to repeat what's gone on, and learning how to move forward. It's like self-learning, where you're going, okay, so this is what I need to do, X, Y, and Z to get away from that, or do this. This is what I need to do. So it's the steps you are moving forward. But it also means you could be going from one thing and going into a period of study, whether it's self-study or whether it's spiritual study or whether it's academic study. There's also this. So this is really interesting for this week. Yeah, I'm going to pick one more. And this brings a lot of happiness. A lot of happiness, feeling like you're there. If you start to take these steps this week, you will already start to feel happier and knowing that you're doing something about it and you're not stuck because you've chosen to stay stuck. This ends with the Empress. That's the Midas touch. It's like everything you touch is gold, turns to gold sort of thing. But it's not. It's fruitfulness. It's ambition. It's your goals and ambitions coming to fruition. It's that really fantastic place to be where you are happy. You are looking after your flock, or your people, your family. You're really enjoying being at work and doing what you do. So this is great. This is really good. This is the result of doing all of this, taking these actions. So that's what I ask you to do if you are not happy. If you are happy, fantastic, great, good for you. I genuinely am happy, but for those who are not, start to take those steps and you will start to see the benefits. You will start to feel better and the results are excellent. So I hope that's helped you. Thank you for tuning in. I'll be on next Tuesday, because I always say Monday and it's always Tuesday. So I will see you then. Namaste, blessed be, bye for now. Don't forget to share, like and follow. Thank you.